So after walking around the cemetery, I don't know how to pronounce it, Pere is it? It was only a short trip here from the hotel, to be honest. It took me probably about half an hour, for 13 stops. The directions in the cemetery are really, really vague. There's not much information here apart from the main notice board when you walk in. But here we are. The man himself, Oscar Wilde. I feel quite emotional, to be honest. Like, I'm nearly a bit tearful. It's quite a special thing for me to even get here. Like, he's fucking just been a hero for me for, I don't know, probably the best part of 16 years or something. So yeah, to finally find it and to be here, it's very spellbinding. It's very peaceful as well. There's not many people about. I was hoping, like, when I got here, I was going to do all kind of like amazing quotes and stuff and tell you a fucking history of them and things like that. But honestly, getting here, it kind of like mind-numbing, if I'm honest. I think what it is that comes into reality of it, I think, like, that you're just dealing with a human being. That's all that's in there. It's just a human being, just a normal, fallible human being. I wouldn't say it was an anticlimax, but it's quite a stark revelation kind of thing that, you know, people that we idolise and put on thrones and, you know, for their intellect or their wit or their charm or their, you know, intelligent capability in writing or music or film, you strip all that away and you're talking about a human being, aren't you, when you get to the bones of it. And that's quite sad because, you know, obviously Oscar died in exile for being gay. In Paris, he was completely and utterly broken, completely and utterly poor, and I had nothing at the end. You know, he was begging on the streets literally just to get a drink. And if it hadn't have been for his friend actually getting to come and to inter him afterwards, like 9 years later, he actually dug him up from another cemetery and brought him here and had his ashes with him. Off the top of my head, I forget his name, but I will get back to you with that. But without that, he wouldn't really have this kind of like iconic human being. And it's bizarre because I did expect it to be quite a shrine to like gay pride or gay rights and stuff, and there's just nothing here to suggest that. I don't know if that's a good thing because you just accept that it's a human being and he's fallible, or is it a bad thing because even in this day and age, someone who was put in prison for being openly gay, there's just nothing to actually memorize that. And I don't know if that's why you should celebrate someone like that, you know, considering he was exiled from the country for being gay. It'd be nice to see more of a pride kind of vibe, but, you know, it's quite a respectful cemetery. If you look around, it's really quiet and peaceful. And maybe it's just not in tune or character with the place where we're at, do you know what I mean? So, who knows? I'll go over for a closer look. And, yeah. So, years ago, you used to be able to, a lot of people used to do red lipstick and kiss it and leave lipstick marks on the grave and things. And apparently the oil in the lipstick made it extremely porous because the rock's extremely porous, so you get the oil content going into the rock. And there are still some things there, some lipsticks. I'm just gonna like put my hand on that because I don't know, connected, isn't it? Connected now. Someone's actually put a bit of lippy on his lips. If you look down there was a penis, but apparently in the early 1900s when that was put on, it was meant to be a hint towards their homosexuality, apparently, but when that happened, it was defaced quite fast and rapidly, and someone snapped his penis off. So there's Oscar Wilde, ladies and gentlemen. That reads, respect the memory of Oscar Wilde and do not deface the tomb. It is protected by law as a historic monument and was restored in 1992. So yeah, they had to restore it because of the amount of, I wouldn't say vandalism, but, you know, homage that people were paying towards it. And again, I sort of believe that this stuff shouldn't be altered in the sense of he should be able to pay homage. I think Oscar, with his, from what I can believe about his humour, would have actually really fucking got off on that people were coming to kiss his tomb. Who knows? And maybe if it had continued, maybe we wouldn't have such a beautiful monolith celebrating the man, the myth, the legend himself. I didn't realise there was a door behind it, so it's quite clearly how you get in to meet Oscar if you're going to knock. I don't really want to knock, and at the back it's just a personal history, which would have been nice on the front, because it's describing who he was, born in Dublin, playwright, and yeah, the tomb was a work of Jacob Epstein given by a lady as a memorial for admiration of the poet. I didn't know the thing about the female, because as far as I was concerned it was an on-off lover of his who'd actually paid for the tomb. But maybe he was just the man behind it who actually helped him be, you know, reinterred here. I don't know why he wanted to be reinterred here, because it's quite far outside of Paris. But yeah, bucket lister, complete another bucket lister. I'm going to bugger off now and spend some time with him and just chill. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I'll do Jim Morrison in a little bit. Okay, ta-ra.